Hey guys, it's time for a new set of nails.
Give it to me like.
Hello, welcome to another video on my channel. So it's time to redo these. I've had these on for about a month. Yeah, I think I'm going on 4 weeks. I love this color. This is probably one of my favorite colors ever. So I'm sad to see these nails go, but we are going to remove them and we're going to do a whole new set. So I'm going to start with debulking with my, I think this is my, this is a coarse bit. It's not my 5-in-1 bit. This is a coarse bit. So I'm going to do most of the debulking with this. And then I'll do the rest of the cleanup off camera. And I will come back. But just to go over and do a little check on these. So they're pretty long, so I am going to shorten them. So I'm going to cut these down pretty far. Reshape them and go with some shorties again. How did these hold up? Amazing. That's all I can say. Amazing. Okay, so coarse bit. I'm putting this on a 15. And let's just take most of the product off with this. And then I do the rest of my cleanup off camera, so I don't have to, I'm not going to bore you with that. But let's play a little music for now, and then we will come back. I'll show you the mess after I've cut them down, and then I'll do the cleanup off camera, come back, and start with the new application. Okay, so most of it's removed. I just cut them down with, I actually just use nail clippers, and I do my pointy shape. I cut one side, then I cut the other side, and then I do all of my filing afterwards. So I'm just pushing back my cuticles here so that I can clean up the rest of the nails. Just wanted to touch on the primer that I use. So I used the Kirsty Meakin primer last time. It was amazing. I'm going to use it again this time. The colors that I used that orange is a YOKEFELLOW product. Stayed on like cement. Like it didn't chip. I even lost a bit of the top coat and nothing else came off. So really happy with the YOKEFELLOW. Really happy with the primer by Kirsty Meakin. And my application was amazing too. So let's try to redo that this time. And I think this time I'm going to go with a blue. So we're going to tone it down a little bit. And I'm going to mix in some cat eye polishes and some rhinestones. Okay, so I have taken off all the product I need to take off. I have filed and shaped the nails. And now I'm getting my Light Elegance Cool Gel So this is like a soft gel. And I'm going to use my primer again. And I might use TACK as well. And then of course I need my brush. This is the brush I use. So just cleaning off my nails here. The cool gel is going to be in the pink. It doesn't really matter what color I'm going to use because I'm going to go over it with this color. So I decided to go with my Madame Glam Birthday Boy Blue. And I think that's going to be really pretty. This cool gel is really easy to work with. It's soft, it's not too hard, it self-levels. And it's called cool gel because it avoids heat spikes. So we're going to start with my primer. I'm only going to do my left hand on camera, and then I'll do my other hand off, and I will come back. So just putting this on every nail. I do cure. I'm still not sure if I have to cure or not, but I cure in my lamp for 60 to 90 seconds. Okay, so starting with my cool gel, and I'm just seasoning my brush here, just kind of warming it up, getting some gel on it. And I'll show you a couple nails. So we're going to do a backfill or an infill. And I'm just going to take a little bit of product and I'm going to do a slip layer on each of my nails. I think I only show you 2 nails on film. So just make sure you're putting that all over the nail, just a thin layer. Make sure that you are building your perimeter. So wherever your perimeter is with your slip layer, that is what your next bead is going to stick to. So I'm just trying to be really careful here, trying not to go too close to the cuticle. It worked really well last time. I had a little bit of space, but it was worth it because the application was so clean. So I'm going to try to do that again, leave a little bit of space for the cuticle. Make sure I get on my sidewalls. And then I just grabbed another bead and I'm sort of just placing it and pillowing it to my cuticle and sort of allowing it to just self-level on its own. And just floating my brush over the product and sort of bringing it down the nail into the shape that I want. Now I did file, I pretty much shaped all of my nails so that I don't have to do extra filing afterwards. So I'm doing my best to keep that shape. Actually, that's a lie. I do filing. I do finish filing afterwards, but I'm trying to make sure that my nail underneath is as smooth as possible. So this application is as smooth as possible as well. And then I do any cleanup at the end. And I try to stay around the center. So I pillow up to my cuticle. You'll notice I'm not going all the way over to my sidewalls. I'm sort of letting the product self-level on its own because it does it anyways. And I'm just sort of trying to stay, once I've got my cuticle how I like it, I'm trying to stay sort of in that center bit as if I was doing like a little mohawk down my nail. So this brush has been really great. I do switch the brush up. I don't think I show it, but I did switch the brush up to a little bit of a finer point, like a finer oval point, just so I can really get into these sides here. As you see, I'm like pulling it down, just making sure that it's smooth, making sure that I am getting to that sidewall. And once I'm done, I'm going to cure. Okay, So I cured for 2 minutes. Well, I did the rest of my nails, obviously. Cured for 2 minutes in the lamp. And then you can see I have finish filed. I went around my cuticles with my bit. And then I finish filed to make sure all my nails were smooth. So it's birthday boy. All right, let's try this. Okay, so as I was doing this, I was noticing that the color wasn't going on as smooth as I liked. It was a little streaky underneath. So I decided to go over all my nails with TACK so that I had a bit more of a grip for the gel to hold on to. So I'm going to put this on all my nails off camera. And here I've cured it. So I cure my TACK for 2 minutes. And now I'm going to go back with my first coat of Birthday Boy. I end up doing 2 full coats of this. So this is just my first coat. I do my second coat off camera. There's a bit of a difference between the consistency of Madam Glam versus YOKEFELLOW. I don't know what it is about YOKEFELLOW. It's amazing. I love how it goes on. It's a little bit runnier. And it goes on so smooth. This was frustrating me. It was a bit thick, and those streaks were driving me crazy. I know it's just the first coat, so I probably should have gone in with a bit of a thinner coat for the first time, because I do end up having to do a little bit of filing on some of my nails, but you don't see that. So what I'm doing is I am trying to be as neat as possible. When I go towards my sidewalls, I'm staying away, like a little bit away. You can kind of see there's a bit of a gap. And then I use my liner brush to clean everything up. And I find that works the best. So I cure, obviously, after every coat. But this is me checking for my cat eye color. So I was thinking of this one, and then I decided to go with the blue. So you can see I got the green one and the bluey purple one, and I decided I'm going to go with that blue one, and that's a YOKEFELLOW color. So all right, so this is the color. It's really pretty, and I wanted to do something a little bit different, nothing too crazy. So I've got 2 coats on here, both cured. And I'm just going over. I'm going to do 2 coats of the cat eye. I think it's C3007 is the color. I just love this. I love YOKEFELLOW. Really impressed with the YOKEFELLOW gel polishes. So I'm probably going to get a bigger bottle of this because it's so nice. So this is just my first coat. And then I play around with the magnet just to kind of get a little bit of a cat eye shimmer in there. Move those metallic pieces around. So I'm going to do my ring finger on this hand. I do my middle finger and my ring finger on my other hand. And I still use my liner brush just to clean up and just make sure that I've got all my cuticle area really neat. And then I get close to, as close to the sidewalls as possible. And then I'm fully covering the birthday boy color. Okay, so really detailed with this. This is a lifesaver, this little liner brush. So that is the color. So I've cured my first coat, and I just want it a little bit stronger, so I'm going in with my second coat here. Like even this little brush, this little bottle brush, I don't usually like small gel bottles or, these small little brushes, but like this stuff goes on so nicely. Really love it. Capping my free edges. Once I'm done, I'm going to cure. And then I'm going to do my other hand off camera. You see me doing a little bit of cleanup too. So I've got like a dampened dish with some alcohol. I've got a little cleanup brush, and I've got a wood stick in case I get any of the gel polish on my skin. So yeah, just trying to perfect my application and my gel polish application. And then here I go with my magnet, attempting to move these pieces around. I like the small side better. I don't know, it works better for me. That big, like square one wasn't working, so yeah, this one was better. And these are fun to work with. I mean, I could have done a little French instead, but this is what I went with this time. And then we're going to do some rhinestone work on my middle finger to match my other hand. So left hand's done. I am going to use my Madame Glam No Wipe top coat. And I'm going to seal all of these up, do my other hand, and then come back for some rhinestone art work on my middle finger. And with the top coat, I'm really saturating those nails with that top coat. All right, so did my other hand off camera. And I thought these would be perfect because they match the cat eye really nicely. So I got this little tool. It's just like a rhinestone picker-upper, and then the other end is it's like a little point where you can sort of place them or move them around. And I decided just to use a glue instead of a gel. So I've got my glue. I just dab a little sort of corner. I don't think you can see me do it in this shot here, but and then I start to place my rhinestones. So starting with sort of a bigger one in the center, and then I'm just putting a few on either side. I tried to do the caviar beads. I thought caviar beads in between would be nice because it seemed a little like too much open space, but they were too big, didn't work out. So I decided to extend the rhinestone design here and just put another one on top. I think I go for like a medium. So see, I just put a little dab, place my rhinestone, and then So here I am. We're just top coating all my other nails, making sure they are nice and sealed and all smooth. And yeah, I wasn't happy with the placement. I thought it needed something more, so I got my liner brush and I'm just sort of filling in around my cuticle area with the cat eye polish. I didn't like those gaps. I didn't like that the blue was showing through. So I'm just sort of rounding out my cuticle, coming up around the sides, and just doing a little bit of a design on that middle finger just to complement the rhinestones. So I'm kind of messing up my cuticle here, but I clean it up after, so I just didn't want that open light blue kind of peeking through. Yeah, so I even start to go around here, just giving them all a little bit of a border. It also helps sort of seal them in a little more in case that glue doesn't hold. And I go all around all of them, and then I start to sort of bring some sort of wings up or some flames up through the center of my nail, and along the side walls I sort of bring like a nice little bow up the side of my nail on either side. So here I was kind of like thinking about, you know, when you see, when you do a flame on your nails, so the rhinestones are sort of the bottom part of that, and then I'm just doing some embers, is that what you call them? Embers? Some flames up the center, some cat eye sparkly flames, and I just go around the border. And it turned out really pretty. Now, hopefully these rhinestones will stay on. I do go over with a top coat and I sort of seal them in. So I go over everything except for the rhinestones. I go around them with a top coat afterwards. Just to make sure the nail is shiny and give a little bit of extra security, I guess, to the stones. So just fiddling around with it. I wanted it to be stronger. I wanted that sort of sparkle to be a little bit stronger. So I just keep playing with it until I like the shape, until I like the flow, until it's got that that tone or the deepness of the color that I want. Okay, so I am cleaning up around my cuticles. I don't want any product on there because that's going to be a pain afterwards if I leave it, so. And there we go. So that's my right hand. Let's move this. And there we go with my left hand too. So yeah, just something really simple. Love this color. A little bit more subdued than the orange. And here is the final reveal. So yeah, I really liked how they turned out. Happy with my application, happy with the color, happy with my rhinestone placement. I'm glad I added those extra bits. because it needed it. So happy with this. I hope they stay on. I hope you enjoyed the video for today. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Thank you for watching. So pretty. Yeah, winding down summer here with these nails. All right, guys. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next time.